Another thing was the map. The map was kind of confusing. The map was really confusing to me. I don't know if you guys experienced it too, but I thought the map was absolutely confusing. I had no idea sometimes where the hell I was. I was just like, what? There's a little tracker on your screen. It's just like this little X where you have to go. But it's on your screen. It's not like, it's like, you know, you're walking, let's say you're walking, it's kind of like a GPS or something like that. You're walking and you know it on the X it has numbers, like say you're at 100, it says 100, and you're walking towards your destination, and the closer you get, the numbers start dropping. So if you're really close to your destination, it says 5, but if you're really far, it says 200 or something like that. So it's just like a little estimate, like how far you are from the thing. It doesn't lead you there, which is alright. Like I know, like I'm not like, I want something leading me like in Fable, where you've got that little trail that you follow. It's not, I don't care if it's not like that, but it gets so confusing sometimes, because you're just like, wait, do I go this way or do I go that way? So sometimes you end up going one way, and you hit a wall, like you're just like, what the hell? It's just a dead end, and the number is like at 10, and you're just like, what? It says I'm almost there, but it's on the other side, like on the other side of the wall or something like that, and you're just like, so you have to go around, and you just have to find your way, and it gets confusing. And then the actual map, forget it. I was just like, what? Like, it just got like layers, and it was confusing to me. It was very confusing to me. Okay, it was something like this. This is one of the maps, but it was done like in levels. So like in one part, if you're on level 1, the first level of the map, you would only see this. The second level would be this, and then the third level would be this, and then the fourth, like that. And it was like, what the hell? Where am I? It was hard. To me, that was horrible. The map, they could have done a better job with the map. Another thing that kind of, it didn't really bother me, I was just kind of left wanting more. I was just kind of like, what happened? Was the ending. I really liked the ending, but I felt like there needed to be some kind of closure with the characters. I felt like they left some things hanging, almost like there was going to be a part 2. And I don't know if that was done intentionally, because it's a prequel and, you know, the other Deus Ex take over, but I know that the other Deus Ex, it's a different character. It's not Adam Jensen. So for it to say, oh, well, it continues, it doesn't really continue his storyline. So I'm like, what happened here? You know, I don't want to say too much about that, but yeah, I was kind of left like, what happened to this person, or what happened to that person? But that's pretty much all I wanted to say, or at least what I wanted to say for the review, because I'm going to be doing another video, maybe 2 other videos, where I go into depth about Deus Ex, just because I think it's a game that deserves it. Like, it's a game that I could say a lot about. And I also think it's something that needs to be done, because a lot of people I've heard say, oh, Deus Ex is retarded, like, Deus Ex is stupid, and I didn't like Deus Ex. And I didn't even finish it. I think a lot of people didn't like it, or a lot of people didn't finish it, because it was pretty confusing. The storyline could really, really lose you if you're not paying attention, or if you're not dedicated to playing it, or dedicated to wanting to know more, and you're just dedicated to, like, say, and I think it all depends on the type of gamer you are as well. If you're not really into RPGs, I'd say this is not the game for you, because this game is, like, as much as it is an action game, it's a hardcore RPG. Like, you have to, like, do investigating and stuff like that, and you have to actually read emails and stuff like that, because they could be a clue to something, and things like that. And if you don't, you could be left in the dark sometimes, like, or you're like, what? I didn't get it. I didn't get that reference. And it's probably because you didn't read an email or something like that. So I could see why a lot of people may have not liked it, or may have stopped playing it. I could see a lot of like first-person shooters, people that are really interested in just the action, probably not really continuing it because of how RPG heavy it is as well. So I think it deserves some explanation. So I wanted to do a video where I explained the story, or I explained what happened in Deus Ex, the actual storyline and what everything was about. I also want to do another video where I talk about my decisions, because some of you have asked me, but I don't want to talk about that in this video because it would be spoiling the ending and all that for a lot of people. So I'm going to be doing those videos, and those videos are going to be spoilerific. So I'm just going to talk about what I did, my decisions, the augments that I did, how I played the game and all that, my experiences, and then the video where I explain what the storyline was about, what happened, you know, that kind of the in-depth storyline explanation, because I think a lot of people may have missed some things, or may have got lost, like they didn't understand what was going on, where they're just like, what? Because it is confusing, I will admit, it is pretty confusing at points. And I also want to do another video because I think it sparks a lot of questions, and what Deus Ex means, or what the message of Deus Ex is for reality. How does that tie to our world, and what are they trying to say with the game? What is the message? That's another video that I want to do. If I were to recommend it, I do recommend it. I highly recommend it. But like I said, I recommend it to people that don't get bored with conversation scenes. They don't get bored with having to do a lot of work into like investigating, into like reading things. Because like I said, it's a mix of action, like a first-person shooter, but it also has, I think it's more of an RPG than it is a first-person shooter, just because of all the stuff that goes into it, all the stuff that you have to do as the character to find out what's going on, and to choose. Like, if you don't understand what you're doing, if you don't understand what has happened, if you don't understand the weight of it all, how are you going to make decisions? So if you're not that type of player, that's completely fine. I mean, there's different types of gamers, right? If you're not that type of person, like, okay, so if you're not the type of person that likes to do that type of stuff, and it bores you, and you just don't get it, and you're just like, oh, where's the fighting scene already? You probably will not like the game. You probably will get bored of it, or you'll get confused, or you'll just stop playing it. Because it is more RPG heavy than first-person shooter. But if you are a RPG nut, if you love RPGs, and you're not too big of a first-person shooter, kind of like I am. I'm a huge RPG nut, but I'm not big on first-person shooters. I'm sure you will like this game. I'm like almost 100% sure you'll like it, because I absolutely loved it, and I don't like first-person shooters. And like I said, I felt like I was like playing a third person almost. It was weird. It didn't bother me at all. Those are the people that I would recommend it to. Like, highly. But I have no idea how many hours I put into it. I've read online that it has 25 hours of playtime. I felt like it was longer, though. I guess it's 25 hours. 25, I'm saying 25 to 30 hours, maybe? I don't know. I did everything. I did absolutely everything. All the side quests, everything. I didn't get all the achievements. I'm not too big on the achievements, like all the challenges and all that. I didn't do all that, but I did all the side quests and all the main quests and all that. Stay tuned for more videos about the game coming soon. Not too sure when, but they should come soon. So I know a lot of you guys want to know what I chose for the ending and all that stuff, all my decisions. I'm not going to discuss it here, so don't even ask in the comments. I will make a video very soon telling you guys about that, where I go into all of my everything Deus Ex, decisions, ending, augments, experiences, all that type of stuff. So yeah, just wait just a little bit longer, and I will get that video out soon. Maybe this weekend, most likely. Oh my god, did I not mention how awesome the soundtrack is? The soundtrack is amazing. It's by far one of my favorite video game soundtracks. Michael McCann was the composer. One of my favorite soundtracks is Dragon Age Origins. That has been one of my favorite soundtracks. And Deus Ex is probably my second favorite soundtrack. It is so good. I was in love with the music. It was so perfect. Every moment, it was perfect. Like in everything that I was doing, I was just like, oh my god, this song is so good. Like, it's so awesome. It pumps all the adrenaline out of you, and it just puts you in that moment, and it was perfect. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.